Hello and welcome to GhanaWeb TV with me, Mauli Aholimega. Today we have our friends from Fidelity Bank Ghana, and they'll be telling us about mobile banking and online banking. It's going to be a very educational one. I have here with me Ransford Nana Addo Jr., and he's the head of financial crime at Fidelity Bank Ghana. Welcome to GhanaWeb. Say, how are you doing?
Thank you, Mauli.
So Christmas is almost here, and I know you guys always have some exciting things to tell us during Christmas, but today's topic is on mobile banking. Just briefly tell us what listed services that Fidelity Bank offers in terms of mobile and online banking.
Okay, so Fidelity Bank has a wide range of services. You have account to wallet transfers. You can purchase data, airtime on the app. You can make some payments, utilities and all that through the app. You can also transfer money outside Fidelity Bank to other banks through the GH platform, the GhanaWeb platform, which is instant and you receive value. So we also have account to account within the bank, and we have limitless Momo transfers as well. Yeah.
Very interesting. So you made mention of all these apps that Fidelity Bank offers. In terms of security measures, what measures have you deployed to safeguard, customers' data, information, and all of that?
Over the past years, Fidelity Bank app has been one of the best, not only in terms of features, but in terms of the security architecture as well. We have very strong data privacy policies, even the way the app is configured. You notice that on the Fidelity Bank app, for instance, you cannot even take a screenshot. So you can't take a screenshot. And back in the bank, we have very strict protection on customer information within the bank as well. Over the past years, we have invested so much into our IT security infrastructure, information security as well. So that has made the app one of the best in terms of features and also in terms of security.
So, yeah, very well said. So in terms of risk, I know every app comes with its own risk, but now just briefly educate us in terms of some of the security measures and risk. What can be done to sort of mitigate them? Because, sometimes we don't have control over some of these risks that appear online or any website or any mobile app that we use.
Okay, so over the past 3-4 years, one of the huge challenges that we've had in terms of customer being defrauded is purely a human vulnerability, and we call it social engineering, where some people play on the intelligence of customers to divulge very sensitive information such as their PIN, their one-time password, the OTP, and then their password itself to the fraudsters for them to have access to the account. Sometimes they call them pretending to be calling from the bank and lead them to make transfers out of the account unknowingly. What we have done over the years is to intensify our education. If you visit any Fidelity branch, you will notice that we have a series of videos, educational videos, educating customers on how to prevent falling victim to social engineering. So customer education is also very, very intense. If you get into our banking halls, all the customer service executives have also become our customer fraud education ambassadors, who before they onboard you will take you through some of the features and how to use them. We have embedded the biometric verification on our apps. Unfortunately, you have some customers whose mobile phones are not sophisticated enough to be able to utilize the biometric aspect using the fingerprint or the facial recognition. But these are things that we have available as well. Yeah.
So in terms of passwords, I know passwords and PIN codes are very important, but just educate us, how are these two very key tools important in mobile and online banking?
Okay. So your password or your PIN is like your key to your bank account. And unfortunately, in our part of the world, you have some people using their date of birth as their password. as their PIN, that can easily be guessed. So one of the first things that I'd like to reiterate is the fact that you shouldn't use your date of birth or your year of birth as your PIN. Anybody who knows you, anybody who is close to you, anybody who has access to your wallet or any of your IDs can compromise you if you do that. Now, we've also seen some password sharing. In some homes, everybody knows everybody's PIN and everybody's password. When it comes to banking, PIN is personal identification number. It is your PIN. You don't share toothbrush, so you don't share PIN. So you don't share toothbrush, so you don't share PIN as well. We have seen what we call family and friends fraud, where very close people to customers have actually been those who have perpetrated fraud. And later when we have investigated, we have traced the funds to their own relatives or their friends. It can be husband and wife. It can be mother and son, mother and daughter. And we have seen boyfriends and girlfriends also stealing from account. So you don't share your PIN. You don't know who compromised you tomorrow. Yes. Now, when it comes to selecting of password, in as much as your password should easily be memorable, you need to be careful so that people around you cannot easily guess as well. Yeah. So on the Fidelity app, when you are entering with the password, or if you want to use the biometric, you use the biometric. When you get to the point of sending money outside, it will also ask you for PIN. So for you to be compromised, it means that you need to disclose your PIN, you need to disclose your password for money to leave your account as well.
Very well said. So we are entering into the festive season. I know a lot of people will be going through all the mobile banking apps to see what discount offers are there and all of that. What message would you have for those people, particularly using these mobile apps to, purchase items on websites or services?
First of all, online is a very interesting place, especially when it comes to the Yuletide period. But it's also an environment for a lot of scavengers and a lot of vultures and predators on the online. So the first advice is that before you decide to make any payment, be very sure that you are not dealing with a fraudster. How do you know this? When the prices seem too good to be true, it's a red flag. When the prices seem too good to be true. I was speaking somewhere and I was telling the audience that the word scam is not a word, it's an acronym. Scam is not a word, it's an acronym. And so for you to be safe online, you have to have the SCAM on your fingertips. Yes, SCAM. So S, when it seems too good to be true. If you go online and you want to shop and the prices or the deals you are getting seems too good to be true, S, be worried. It's a red flag. The C, when you are contacted out of the blue. C, contacted out of the blue. You are sitting there and then all of a sudden things are being thrown at you, calls are coming, proposals are coming, we are doing this, would you like to buy? Remember that you are being targeted. A, when you are asked for personal information like your PIN, your password, your OTP, your date of birth, remember that those things are personal and you don't share. So A, when you are being asked personal information. And then M, when money is being requested. Especially, this is very important because some of the scammers know that people will not be able to buy very expensive items. So they reduce the prices. At the same time, they demand money for delivery fee. You pay the delivery fee before the transaction is even closed. And so you need to be very careful. It is not good enough for you to just enter a name of a shop and expect that the details that you've seen, the phone number or the email address or the WhatsApp number is actually for the shop. It could be for scammers who might have cloned a very genuine shop. It could be a food joint. It could be a pizza joint. It could be an electronic shop or anything. I have seen somebody who bought a set of marble dining set for 1,200 when it is being sold in the realm of 10,000 and 15,000. I paid for 1,200 until date. It's been 3 years now. The dining set have not arrived. Yeah. Now the next thing is that they will call the bank and quickly, try to let us mitigate. So that is it. Scam is not a word, it's an acronym. When it seems too good to be true, contacted out of the blue, asking for personal information, money is being demanded. So you need to be very watchful. When you visit a site, check the reviews of those sites. Some of the sites were just open for you. So a site that has been open for you and you are the only one, if the items are so cheap, how come it is not finished? And it is your turn to buy. Too good to be true. When you are negotiating with them, they are willing to reduce it further. And I was saying this in China, Nkommo Wo Ho the same. Those who manufacture the items, how much did they buy it for a retailer to be able to give you this huge discount? So cheap things are very expensive. Do your due diligence on their website. Check the reviews. Some people will not even read the reviews. You go there, you go and see that the items are nice. Even the price has been quoted, and they will still go and ask how much is it. Meanwhile, others have asked severally and it's been quoted. So they don't even read the reviews. Others have been defrauded, they won't check, and they also go and add to the victim list. So yes, you need to check the prices. Also avoid pre-funding or pre-financing, paying delivery fees before the items are brought to you. These are very dangerous transactions. Today, day and age, you receive your items, you make payments. Another key thing is that you need to be sure that what you have bought is what you have received. We have had complaints of some victims who have paid for items and what they received was close to rubbish. So you need to be very careful that what you are buying is actually what you are paying for before you part with money. Don't be quick to part with the money. Examine what you paid for. Ensure that it's the same thing you have received before you make payment. In the case where you go to a website and it's asking you for personal details, it's a red flag. Do not input your card details. Do not input your Momo numbers, your phone numbers, and your date of birth. These are things that people could use to defraud you later on. Or impersonate you as well. Yeah.
Yes, so Ransford, so I've been learning quite a lot from you. In case someone encounters some amount of fraud, what should be the first point of call for them?
So it's our prayer that everybody will stay safe. But in case you do a transaction and you notice that you have been defrauded, or you have not even gotten evidence, but you have a very strong feeling that the payment you have made has gone to a wrong person, please call us on 0800 3355. Our agent will pick it up. We have a 24/7 fraud response team who will liaise with our colleagues in the other banks and the other telcos to see what we can recover. And we'll also help you in the investigation process as well.
Yes, so Ransford, so in terms of your customer base, what should they be looking out for, particularly to ensure that they are browsing safely, they are using your mobile apps and all of that, they are doing everything in a safe and secure manner?
Okay, thank you once again. First of all, mobile banking has come to stay, but we need to have a lot of precautions. First of all, you don't give your mobile phones to people, because your bank is on your mobile phone now. So you need to be careful who has access to your mobile phone and who has access to your PIN and your password. The next thing is about downloading applications that you cannot actually vouch for. There are a lot of applications that are actually malicious, and they tend to compromise your phone. There are applications that when you download, the attackers will be taking a look at everything you are entering, your password, where you are visiting, which website you are going, what security details you are putting there. So I will entreat our dear and our beloved customers to be very careful what kind of applications they have downloaded on their phone. Secondly, we also need to tell our customers that they need to have a very strong antivirus on their phone, because their bank, Fidelity, is on their phones now. So if you don't have a very good antivirus, you need to have one. And lastly, any transaction that you do that you are asked for personal details, I repeat again, Fidelity Bank will never ask you to give your PIN in any conversation. No staff will ask you for your password. No staff will ask you to mention your one-time password to them. It is an abomination. We don't store PINs. We don't discuss PINs. PINs are purely personal, and you can change it at any time. Lastly, whilst criminals are getting very, very aggressive, I'll then treat our customers to change their PINs and their passwords and stay safe. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I've been speaking with Ransford Nana Addo Jr. He's the head of financial crime at Fidelity Bank Ghana. He's been sharing with us some thoughts and some tips on how to be safe when browsing on both on your mobile and your banking applications. I am Mauli Aholmeka, reporting for GhanaWeb TV.